4 question 5 asks you to calculate sales volume in dollars and units to meet her ROS goal. In other words, what's your target revenue and your target volume? In the first instance here, we're calculating target revenue. We know we simply take fixed costs and divide it by our margin percentage minus our target return. Very similar to a break even, but in this case, we're just subtracting our target return percentage from the denominator. So in this case here, we have fixed costs of $456,000. Let me make that a little bit more clear. And we're dividing that by our margin of 29%, so 0.29, minus our target return of 0.175, which gives us 456,000 divided by 11.5%. So the answer is a target revenue of $3,965 and $217. If you sell any less than this, you'll not achieve that target of 17.5. Sorry about the phone. If you sell any more than that, you'll yield a higher return, which is definitely more desirable than not meeting your target. So this is the minimum that you must sell in order to achieve that target return of 17.5. On to the next question here when you're calculating target volume. So that just asks, okay, if you're selling this much in dollars, what is that in units? So you simply take your target revenue and you divide by your selling price of $19.99. For units in this case of 198,361 units. This means if you sell any fewer units, you'll not achieve your goal of 17.5%. So now I just want to illustrate to you how you can always check your answers. So let's go to the next slide and actually calculate our total revenue, total cost, and total contribution in order to make sure that we indeed, with these numbers here, yield an ROS of 17.5. So we know that total revenue, according to the previous slide, in order to achieve our ROS, had to be 3,965,217. When you take total costs away from total revenue, what you're left with is your total contribution. Well, we know that our margin percentage was 29%. So 29% of sales is 1,149,913. Total cost, therefore, has to be 71%, or the difference between these two numbers, at 2,815,304. From total contribution, we take away our fixed costs, which in this case we knew were 456,000. And what we're left with is our profit, in this case 693,913. Now, if this number is 17% of this number, then we haven't made a mistake. So 693,913 divided by sales indeed is 17.5%, and that's your ROS. Return on sales is simply your profit divided by your sales.